get to the NBA. I mean, we're back at home.
Okay.
The Celtics, we're looking sharp coming into the offs. Everybody's looking
think
healthy.
so?
I mean, we just lost a 9-game streak to the Miami dog shit Heat. I can't wait. If they play us in the playoffs, I'd love to. But
9-game streak's better than
The
a
only
1-game
way-
loss.
yeah.
The only way we play Miami is if they run the gauntlet and we meet them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Regardless, though, we're looking sharp. How do you guys feel about the Celtics, boys?
I would say, I think they learned something from last year, right? Is that longevity is about rest, right? You got to be strategic about how you rest people, how you take care of KP, how you take care of Al. And Al's taking, bro, I don't know.
I was just going to cut you off. Like, Al is the definition of longevity.
Al is everything, bro. And,
Yeah.
you can ask me, you can ask Gooch, you can ask anyone, bro. Like, Al is the heart and soul of our team. And for 3 years now, I've been pondering, what are we going to do without Al? And that's kind of like it's like your girlfriend's going to college and you're like,
Fuck that.
I got to make a decision, bro.
Going to different
Do I
schools.
cut
We're
her
committed
off?
somewhere else.
Or do I stick with it? But Al's deal's up. Is that it's after
Well, he
this
signed
year?
a 1-year deal. Wow, the voice crack was crazy.
But me and Murph talked about it. We was
Wait,
talking
he signed
about,
a 1 year?
I think he only signed a 1 year. It might have been a 2, but it's expiring after this year.
We
After
talked
this year,
about
right?
it though. Like after this championship, Al should have rode off in the sunset.
He
walk-
could have.
Yeah, but-
that was his chance. That
but
was
think
his
about
chance.
it.
But if
Think-
he can still play, then he can still
We
play.
kept-
I mean, he's showing it. He can still.
he looks
fucking
fine.
play.
he looks good to me.
We kept the whole core together. If
Yeah.
I'm him, you play every other game
Yeah.
on back-to-backs.
Sounds nice.
Sounds nice.
Sounds fucking
He deserves
sweet,
it, though, after
You're
honestly.
still
Yeah.
playing with KP,
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, Derek White.
His role isn't going to change.
Exactly.
My whole big thing, and I'll say this right now, and we'll get into this, but it comes down to a decision in the offseason, in the summer. Are we going to keep KP or are we going to keep Drew?
No, who the guy that I
That's
think's
what
on
it
the
comes
out.
down to. And I
Yeah,
hate
don't
to
even
say
think
it,
about it like that.
but when you look at the money,
A second
good.
apron.
I want to
It's
add
not-
on. I want to add on to this.
second April.
Do you have stats to this?
No, but I know him. What's up?
Nah. So the guys that I think are on the out are gonna be Holiday.
30 mil next year.
And this is my reasoning behind it. And there's a couple players. You draft Baylor Shireman.
great pick. He
How's
looks great.
Hauser's walking. We're not paying Hauser.
Why we have to pay him? He's off his deal.
He's gonna be.
I think he's like the next V. Like Svi Mahailu came up for his contract and we let him walk. But Sam Hauser.
No, but because of the second apron, whatever deal we sign him to is his deal is gonna hit the apron as if it was an $80 million deal. We just got a new owner who just paid 6.1, which that's controversial because
billion.
he doesn't even have 6.1 to be given.
Well, let's keep it a
billion.
bean. Let's keep it a bean. Shout out to the new owner. Keep us together. Don't fuck it up
Yes.
money
He's
wise.
hometown.
Give me some Wick behaviors, please.
Yeah.
Well,
I
well,
would
the good thing
appreciate
is
some Wick behaviors.
the good
100%.
the good thing
100,
about
100.
Wick though is he's here till 2028, 2029,
Because he doesn't want to leave, but you know what happened? His wife told him, she was like, yo, listen,
and I think it was his pops.
this is something that you got to take on with yourself, and you have to make your money while it's prime.
Keep it a bean though.
They just won a
Investing into a
championship.
team is an investment. Like the money's only gonna grow.
They're the most expensive franchise in all of sports.
Are they really?
6.1 billion.
I thought
In
it was
all
the-
of sports, the
I thought it was
Cowboys,
Cowgirls. No
the
cap.
Cowgirls. Yes, they are, bro. They're over 10 bill.
What?
I swear to God,
But if they sold them right now, it wouldn't be that.
Shout out the Cowgirls.
might be, bro.
don't know.
To get America's team, that's gonna
Do
cost.
they have that trademarked?
I wouldn't put it past them.
They would be fucking stupid.
Think about it though.
Let's keep it a
Even
bean. We should be America's team. I mean, like, come on.
I mean, we should be America's
of this
greatest
modern
sports
day.
city. We should
all
should
time, yeah.
franchise
Yo,
that.
wait. Going completely off script. Completely. Yo, this shit just got me buzzing. Ready?
Okay.
We got New York. We got LA. We got Philly. We got Florida, Texas. All those.
It's always fuck Philly.
cool. Who is
Murph
the
does
city
not
of
like
champions?
It's us. There's no other question.
But
There's
like,
no
take your bias out of the. Who's the
but-
city of
but
champions?
If you're
Put the
looking
titles up
in,
to it.
bro, we won in a span. No, it's just crazy to think about. And from 2010 till 2020, each of our major franchises won a championship.
And that's before the Bill Russell era where he was
And I'm not even talking about the 3 Super Bowls that Tom Brady won before.
Yep.
You know,
And the Red Sox.
you had the Bruins win in 2011. You had the Red Sox and the
The Pats win in 14.
we'll
Well,
call it 13, 14.
13, 14.
Yeah. 16, 18. God bless, dude. Shout out the Pats, bro. So many great memories. Oh,
so many times leaving
Well,
high
not
school,
even,
you go
bro.
to the
18,
parade,
you're forgetting
feel
about
me?
the Sox again.
well, that's.
And
Wait,
and the
no,
Bruins.
No, don't say
Fucking
it. Don't say it. I don't
Bruins,
want to
yo.
hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Fucking
it.
Bruins, yo.
Game 7.
We would have had,
Greatest season
bro.
that we
we-
fucked
Game
up.
7
No.
against the Blues. Game 7
At
against the
home
Blues.
in the Garden.
What was that, 22?
No, that was
18,
that was 18.
bro.
Our greatest year was 23.
They could have.
We
They
had-
could have.
we
We
were
had
started like
65,
19
bro. We,
and 2, right?
bro, we had
Wait, that was in-
65 wins.
Jesus Christ.
And then you know
And
what they
you
did
choke
after
a
that.
3-1.
You know what they did after that? Well, more
Did I pull
recently.
up on you for that game
Yes.
against the
That's what we-
Carolina?
No, that was
Florida?
in Florida. That's when we lost in
Nah,
OT.
Carolina pissed me off too. We lost to them, right?
We lost to them.
That was,
was
the
that a year
after,
before?
or year before, or year
It
after?
was a year before.
2017.
But answer this with a yes or no. Is Boston the city of champions?
100%. And I have stats, and I have reasoning behind my.
There's a method to the
This is
madness.
a peer-reviewed type of thing right here.
And
all
is
right?
Boston the city of champions?
Yeah. Well, just
Dude, you're asking.
well, okay,
the
no, but
champion of
no, but
Boston.
this is my reasoning. This is
No,
my
he hasn't-
reasoning.
He hasn't like a whole.
No,
rebuttal.
yo, this is my reasoning. All of our big sports teams have always been in Boston. We have no other championship from a team that was in a different state. Like LA got championships from when they were in different cities.
Minneapolis. That's a very. That's an obscure take.
All
I
of
like
our
that.
all of our championships are in
Good
Boston.
Evidence. Look at this
Right?
evidence. This is good.
Fucking
Homegrown.
guy, yeah.
You do your DBQs, huh? That's what you did.
Right.
bit.
Well, let me pivot us real quick. So we're coming to the end of the NBA season. NBA is kind of at a weird point where stars are sitting. We got like big time teams kind of taking that step back, but we got 2 players in the run for the MVP.
Easy.
Now I'm gonna ask Omar and Brendan, who do you think should be the MVP? We got
Ask Brendan first.
we got SGA sitting at 32 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. To me, it's obvious. And then we got Jokic sitting at 29, 12, and 10, which is my MVP. How about for you guys?
Jokic.
Jokic, what about you?
Easy,
Bo?
bro. Easy. It's obviously Jokic, bro. There's no argument that can convince me otherwise.
And he's coming off a 61-point triple-double. Or Westbrook.
Well,
You
they lost.
You could throw that in the trash, bro.
and still
And I
have
would
a valid
still
take.
say, clear cut. When was? You know what? I'll let Leo say it. Listen, I have a lot to say about this because I've been hearing it a lot lately, and it's been pissing me off. Because SGA is not.
A free throw merchant.
No, I'm going to keep it a bean, though.
I'll say that.
There's
yeah.
a lot of plays where people call SGA a free throw merchant. I agree, but there's some plays where the hands out, you rip through, that's a foul. Like dead dogs at the end of the day, at the midi, that's a foul. You can't have your hand there.
But my problem is
Yeah.
that you're justifying like a certain situation that naturally happens in a basketball game, right? It's a foul, right? Tell me something different that he does. That tells you like, oh, he's the MVP.
One thing that would give me the edge for him being the MVP, similar to what Jokic has, the game is never sped up for him.
That's
He
true.
takes
They
his
have a
sweet
certain-
time.
they have a certain knack for the
him,
game. Yeah.
Luka, Jokic, Jay. Like the game is never sped up for those kind of
It
players.
revolves around them.
So I wouldn't say that puts him over Jokic, but that puts him in the same.
Let me ask you this: do you think that the Thunder would be a playoff team without SGA?
Fuck no. Are you
Really?
crazy?
That was a headphone user.
Hell yeah. Headphone users, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, hell no.
Caution.
Can I just say this though? You have like looking at the stats, 32, 5, and 6 from your point guard. From your center, you got 29, 12, and 10. How is your point guard getting 4 less assists a game when only scoring 3 more points than Jokic?
Well, so I'll say this. I'll play devil's advocate right here. Ready? Who has the ball in most plays?
Point guard,
If you're on the Nuggets,
Jokic.
okay. So that's why he has more assists.
But
Okay.
no, but who?
But-
But you could say the same for SGA.
Right. Exactly. Okay. This is what I'm saying.
Let him roll.
Listen, you have a 7-footer that has been playing the same way for a consistency of what? Let's say 5 years, right? Only gets better each year, right? And he's averaging what? What were those averages again?
It's right there, 29, 12, and 10.
29, 12, and 10. And we're talking about a guy that's averaging 32 points. That's the way I see it, right?
Like, who has the bigger impact? Is what
It's
you're looking
Jokic.
My point is that the Thunder are going to be a bubble team or play-in team, right?
No, they're not.
I mean, they're first seed,
without,
but
without,
playoffs.
without SGA.
Okay, going to your
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can see
You don't
that.
you don't think?
But
that?
you could keep it a beam though. Like if you
Bro, the
with
Nuggets-
SGA, they
bro,
kind
the
of match up
Nuggets-
well with us as the Celtics.
Bro, the Nuggets would literally not even be a thought in the world, bro, without Jokic.
Yeah.
But you could say that about a lot of teams.
But what are we talking about?
No, but we're talking about MVP.
We're talking
SGA.
about most valuable player.
OKC
And
without
listen-
SGA is kind of a
yeah.
playoff team.
No, but
Nuggets
this is-
without Jokic.
No,
We could
but-
all agree that Jokic is MVP though, right?
Yes, but we also he has a championship DNA. He's won. He's
Does
proven
he's
it.
already done it? Like I
The
don't
other
know,
thing,
bro.
the other thing that really
There's
pisses
no
me
way.
off is the argument is how quickly the NBA switched up the argument for SGA, how he's the best player on the best team, so he should be MVP. There was no argument really from national coverage for Tatum last year, best player on the best
100%.
team,
At all,
I think he was like
And-
what, 4th, 5th?
like he is this year.
bro.
Yeah.
Tatum.
It's because he doesn't average 30,
Yeah.
which is bullshit,
But it
bro.
doesn't make sense to average 30 when you got Jalen Brown, KP,
You have to
Drew
I know,
Holiday,
but
Holiday,
if
so
you,
White.
many.
if you look at the numbers and you see how many games like each of these guys around him have missed, and Tatum has not missed a game.
Other than some fucked up ankle
Well, that
rolls.
that's what put
Right.
him out of the scoring title a couple years ago. Not even. It might have been last year.
with him and Embiid. It was last year.
Embiid. It's because Embiid doesn't play, so his average was higher. But Tatum led the league in all scoring.
Like all
All your
per
points.
game was Embiid, but all time was in that
Tatum.
season was Tatum. Yeah.
So how do you go based off averages when guys miss time?
If Jokic averages a 30-point triple-double and he does not win MVP, I will never watch another NBA game in my life. I promise. Right here, right now.
I'm
Borderline takes. Let's go. Handshake covering it. We're good. All right.
calling pure cap because I know you love sports too much.
Drew Holiday has
Shooting
made
threes.
more impactful plays in the playoffs this past year than KP.
No, he was more productive, yeah.
More impactful in the playoffs.
But who's
and
in the
who's been
playoffs?
more
No,
available?
but think about it though.
Devil's advocate.
So-
who's been more
But
available?
who's been hurt
But-
more this year?
Mallet finger going stupid.
Well, he's been hurt.
You've been fucking around too much.
He's been hurt more, but I think he's played more games.
Who?
Holiday.
Yeah, because they fucking keep KP on the
KP
the
got
back
2
end.
flat tires.
But
he's burnt for 30 mil a year. It's a lot. For both of them, they don't
I-
deserve 30 mil a year.
I think KP deserves it more than Drew though. At his age.
Yeah, and I love Drew. I've always loved
it's
Drew.
the sake. Yo, it's bro. This is what the players voted on. With the Players Association.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
With the
Off
second
script.
apron and shit.
I'm so fucking glad we got O on this pod, nigga. Like the way this
I'll-
shit has been. This is our longest pod by far, and it has never been like.
But you know,
I
bro,
feel like I'm
say not though.
talking
I've
too
been
much,
telling
though.
you, a third person changes the game.
100.
It does.
The only reason.
No matter what.
I wish-
Even if it was me, if it was
Dead
fucking
Anybody,
just a third.
Joe off the street, like, dude, I'm talking. I feel like
Joe
I'm
from
talking too
Wegmans,
much.
you feel me?
Yeah,
Lock in,
go
twin.
Go and get the cashier at Wegmans, bro. Go and see what he's got to say about sports. I'm sure he'll have anything to say about Boston sports.
Alright.
I bet you his laptop looks like that too.
Yeah,
Murph's
my
laptop is
laptop's.
comfy.
Hold on, let me turn it upside
Dude,
down.
that is the most Murph
That's
laptop
that's
I've
Boston.
ever seen.
Yo,
617.
show the BLT
You
real
guys
quick.
show it.
617. You got Tom Brady on this somewhere.
Got fucking dunks.
See?
Larry Bird.
Oh,
That yeah.
If you know, you know. You're wicked schmack.
Yo,
If
you
you
know
kind of have
you
it,
know I almost
yeah.
got this tatted on me.
oh, dude, that's clean though. Wait, what's the O in the N?
That's the Globe,
Boston
Celtics,
Sox
Bruins,
for the
the
O.
T, Red Sox.
Is that the North the
And the
North
Pats.
Stars?
That's
New
the
England
Pats.
Patriots.
They have a star in the N.
Before we move on to MLB, though.
Well, like in older logos.
Before we move on to MLB, I got a serious question for you fellas. Me and Murph have been working on a whole segment for this.
What we got?
I know Murph's opinion. I really want to know yours. Just give me a quick. Who's the GOAT? LeBron or Jordan?
God.
I'm putting you on the spot all the way,
I
bro.
was fucking worried about this fucking question.
You don't even got to go into depth.
Bullshit.
Just give me a quick little. Who you fuck with? LeBron or Jordan? Who is the GOAT of the NBA?
I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, right? Is that you can look at the stats and you can make a
See?
decision, right?
Now let him roll.
I'm gonna let him roll.
See?
I mean, it's content, and I'll argue with you about it. But
LeBron fan getting pissed.
I know. You've been a LeBron fan, though. Like,
You
Bro,
know that though.
Bro,
Yo,
he had a
that-
Miami Heat jersey growing up.
I remember it.
I'm
wait,
like, this fucking Glazer.
6th grade.
was
had
the
that
black
shit on.
one?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. The thing is, bro, is you could look at all the stats, and there's something about LeBron that, dude, he's incredible. Like, he's a specimen. Like, he's never what he's doing right now and what he's done is never going to be matched. But the thing is that you can say the same for Jordan. And if you look at many different things, I mean, he three-peated, first of all. I mean, that's
Not
this
just
is like the
once.
first. That's like the.
Yeah.
He also retired and then came back and did that. So like,
Play professional
His
baseball.
retirement was questionable, but we can go ahead.
yeah. But if you retire from something, you come back and you win 3 of the best awards that you can in that certain thing. It's kind of.
All I gotta say is
It's
Jordan's
kind of
retirement
incredible.
looked kind of forced based off his gambling.
Well, yeah,
And-
no, there's context behind it, but the thing is that are we context warriors? Are we gonna look in between the?
We borderline takes. We not context warriors.
Are we reading in between the lines? Like, yes, we are. You know
So
what?
your goal is
So-
Michael Jordan.
Bro, I mean,
Yup.
it's hard to argue, bro.
That's I respect it.
I'm not gonna sit
I
here and
respect y'all's takes.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
sit
not
here.
the lefty, not the lefty.
I can't sit
That's
here and
fucking
argue
Union.
and act like LeBron isn't the most like incredible athlete that we've seen